Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chubowski in the second round of this week, fighting a guy called Wisman from the guild. Old gadgets continued. Now Wisman here, he's got 625k lifetime score. He's got 2 Galactic Legends, so I have a GL advantage there. But he's been playing things pretty well. I'll just immediately get into the board and show you what he's been doing, because he already attacked. Now he took out the front zone here, which had Darth Revan and General Skywalker, and I think he got like 50 to 53 banners on each. So that means, I guess, the General Skywalker mirror, and then not quite sure what he did on Darth Revan. I don't know which one he took out first. Maybe he used JML against them, I don't quite know. And then in the back he soloed my City General Emperor team with his SLK. So I was actually hoping that he would use SLK against Darth Revan in the front, because he didn't really have a good answer against that. But I guess that's not what happened. The other option that I considered was that he used JML on General Skywalker and then General Skywalker on Darth Revan. Also a possibility, I guess, but either way he got this undersize, which is a bit unfortunate, and then he hasn't attacked anything else. So now he's kind of waiting to see what I will do, I guess. But I have time for Grand Arena now, so let's get started with it. Here he's got Padme, a new team with 3 strong characters, along with Dooku. And then the Geos, and down there he's got CLS and Grievous with BB-8. So I'm gonna start on the Grievous team first. Now I know that he doesn't have SLK in the back based on that solo. Even if he had SLK in the back, I still have my JML on offense and I have my SLK. I did consider putting JML on defense in the back with JKL, but ended up deciding against it. So I'll have to make it work with what I have and hopefully outbanner him. But I'm not expecting him to fail on any of my teams. So let's take out BB-8 first. Alright. Now what I expect in the back is actually pretty strong. I'm expecting his Darth Revan team. And potentially even his General Skywalker team. So that'll be an interesting one. I have my CLS to go against the General Skywalker team, but that's not an easy match either, so we'll see how things go over there. Alright, take out B2, or attempt to do that. I did consider using JKR over here, but it's a really strong, like a really well modded B2. I'd have to do it without Hermit Yoda. It's an option, but I wasn't particularly fond of it. But I'm certainly taking a risk here just going in with SLK in the front. Because if he does have General Skywalker and Darth Revan in the back, and he one-shots everything that I have, then I'm putting myself in a really difficult spot. Okay, I thought that would kill Grievous, apparently not. This should. And now I'll have to use my Grievous against his CLS. Normally seen that goes fine, but we'll see how it goes now. I know that Chewie has a lot of tenacity, so I'm not super pumped about that. Okay, unfortunately they don't go for Newt, which is for me typically the best case scenario. While CLS is still in this stance, I would feed a lot of turn meter with an AoE. So instead I think I'll just do a basic. Though the AoE generates a lot of turn meter. Let's actually allow them to move. Okay, perfect. That's what I was hoping would happen. It's 4 target locks, put the extortion on CLS. And now hopefully regain some control here. Okay, Chewbacca target locked and stunned. Extortion paid. He's already at 3 stacks here, that's pretty dang high. Alright, that's 1 threat gone. I'm gonna go for 3PO next. Really don't want him to get a chance to get an AoE off. Let's do the pointy thing at him. Top up B2. And just gonna basic on C3PO, I think. Alright, let's kill CLS. Hopefully I can get 58 banners here. B2 looks close to full. So I'll put him to full. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, it looks like he has continued attacking. Took out my Padme team, don't know for how many banners. And then in the back he does actually have Darth Revan, but not General Skywalker, just the First Order team. So that makes my life a lot easier. So it's also going to explain why he's able to take out my team so well, because he get plenty for offense. So I wanted to take a moment to think about how I was going to play this, and in that moment my opponent decided to fail on the Rey Jedi training team, killing only Rey Jedi training and BB-8. So not quite sure what he used there, but that didn't work out for him. And that makes my life a lot easier because it gives me wiggle room. So I'm gonna get started on the Padme team first here, and I'll use my CLS on that. Could do something else, but I think they get the job done quite alright. So the goal is to put a stun out on Jedi Knight Anakin first. Then we're gonna try and build stacks of translation onto 3PO. Let's get rid of that taunt. I could try and gun for a kill here. See if I can get close. Get rid of that protection up. Let's actually go for it here, I think. Normal scene's not how you play it, but I don't really want Padme to take him up here. Okay, nice. That was very good. Let's see if I can get a stun on her, might as well. Perfect. And all the people watching this are like, that's not how you're supposed to play this. Which I know is the case, but I had to make a bit of an exception here. I think I'm gonna do an AoE here. Just to strip that protection up. Barris is gonna move, but that's not a problem. Let's get rid of that retribution. He's already got 3 stacks, actually, that was a misclick. Just keep going on him for a bit, and then once I can dispel this, stun that guy. And then try to circle back around to some killing blows against Padme and then clean up. Like this, hopefully. Okay, perfect. This is going to be an easy 60. See if he's doing anything else in the meantime. Actually, I suspect he's going to wait for sure now. Okay, he's not. But it's probably a decent counter over there. If not, if he's gonna fail on both of these, then actually, even with how much he kept for offense, he's still not gonna be fine. Anyway, I'll go for the back teams next, because those are the next strongest. And I'm by no means safe just yet. So I'll use JML, JKL, and... Well, actually, I could also do JKL lead here, because I was thinking of bringing Watt, so that could be a pretty good move. Let's do that instead. Never played this counter, I think. Trying to remember. So, guildmate of mine correctly pointed out that I said last time that I could not reduce Darth Revan's cooldowns. But as a matter of fact you can, because JML can circumvent taunts, so that was absolutely wrong by me, and absolutely right from him. So I don't need to do that in this case just yet, but I can, and I think I will. Then again, if he targets my Jedi Master Luke, it's not really a problem, because JKL doesn't get feared. So actually I can just do this. And I can use the stunning move if I want. It's not gonna work, but it's gonna put vulnerable on there. That's an option. But I was thinking instead I would just go for HK and get rid of him. And then put some counter on my JML in the process. And actually I still go ahead of him here, so I can get rid of, like kind of reduce his cooldowns, or I could reduce Bastilla's cooldowns so that she doesn't get to put out any specials. And actually like that idea more. So I will do that. And I'll put the weapon tech on JKL. That's not ideal. But I should be able to pick off HK here. And now use this. Probably just Gildar Revan. Then kill you. I should have probably done protection up there, but that's fine. Let's take it slow here. See if I can recover the protection on my Jedi Knight Luke. The hell is what getting feared for? Consider me confused. Well, I'll take the 61. And he did take out Night Sisters, no problem. And I guess he'll try to do like a feat or something on the Finn team. That's also typically why I put it down along some better teams, even though I feel like I went a bit light on defense now. He sometimes goes pretty heavy, but I guess he adapted for me. So thanks to my opponent for that. Start by attacking Sith Trooper. And then the team mostly loses its damage potential. I can come back around for Hux later on, after recovering my protection, but doesn't matter too much. So instead of doing an AoE here, I'm gonna spread this first. And I should actually do assist calls on First Order Stormtrooper so that he doesn't counter. This is gonna take a while though. Start going for Hux already. I have strategic advantage, so I can't be countered. Actually, remember for once. I impress myself sometimes with the sporadic memory. Let's stun this guy. Before he strips more banners, go for him. Okay, nice. Thanks for going for the only person you couldn't hit there. Well, I guess Grandmaster Yoda also has foresight, so never mind. Spread this. Other than Jolie, they're mostly looking good. Kind of thinking I'll be able to come around to Kylo Ren. So this could be a misplay for the banners, but I'll see what it does. Yeah, okay, he's a bit tankier than I anticipated. But it still looks good. Okay, gotta be careful I don't drop some stupid banners here, but I think all things considered I should be fine. Let's swap to Bastilla, get a stun on him. And now Jolie is full as well, so it's just a matter of picking off Kylo Ren here. And then we get a nice clean 60. So a lot of relics on that team, not as many on mine. So I'll fight the new team next with my... actually, I don't have Rey Jedi training there, I just remembered. So great job, me. But First Order should still be fine. It's certainly a strong opposing team, but I mean the First Order is a strong team as well. Because I can go with the strongest possible variation that I want. And I think I'll take this, because it is pretty good. Yeah, that looks fine. Now, getting a lot of banners on this, it will be a bit tricky, but I'm decently happy with it. So I'm gonna get started with a group attack on Dooku so that he doesn't stealth anyone, as I don't want to be stuck on Nest. Let's get... I'd say a stun on Droideka, but I think an AoE is actually nicer just for the turn meter. Though 4 of the characters are full, it feels a bit obsolete. So let's try and pick off Droideka first. If I can. Nice, that is very nice. Get a stun on Django. That's a 2-turn stun, so basically for as long as he has damage immunity, he's out of play now. I can cleanse all that daze. Yeah, this team is strong. It is very strong. Let's see if I didn't actually check Nest, that's a mistake. Should have checked if Nest has tenacity or not. And my guess is gonna be yes, Nest has tenacity, because that's the obvious modding. But let's try anyway. Okay, nice. I was in a better spot. See if we can pick off Newt here, perfect. Kind of going to trash my banners, but... that's alright. Ooh. Let's do a group attack here. Oof, that's close. Now I want to get a 2-turn stun. Oh, it's not available. I really thought it was. Okay, and that should have actually been a basic, but hey, we're not paying attention anymore now that everything's down. Okay, let's try that again. Without reset cooldowns, I suppose. There we go. I might as well go for the kill here, I think. Still 57, I'll take it. And he's already in on fleet, or he's taken out the back zone, I guess. That shouldn't be a particularly difficult one. So that just leaves me with the Geos. I'll go with EP Vader, Thrawn. Alright, I think I'll first get a Fracture on Geo Brute. Control him. I'll do a Force Crush, go into Merciless. Pick off Spy immediately, I think. And then cycle back around for another Saber Toss on Geo Brute Alpha. That should have actually been the crush on Sunfac there, but it's fine. Let's do this now. Hopefully this kills. There we go. I mean, it better. Let's go for Soldier. No kills there, okay. Weird. EP should be okay. Get a stun here. And now I can get my shocks in. Amazing. One whole shock. I don't think Vader is gonna count. Let's maybe leave Sunfac over there. Oh dang. I just shot myself in the foot pretty hard because this one's gonna counter too. And it doesn't kill, of course. Well, that's not great. Well, it's one banner dropped. That's fine. Still 61. And let's see if he changes up his fleets. Normally seen he sets his weakest ones. But for me, he made the special exception that he set his Negotiator on defense with an anti-malevolence setup. So fleet should actually be pretty interesting here. I do have a pretty good advantage going into this zone of 46 banners. So let's go for the Negotiator with mine. So I'll use Negotiator, 5s, and then throw in my TFP. Get some reinforcements going. And this should probably be enough. Maybe I'll add Ahsoka just for safety. I don't really need to hunt for banners here, I think. Just swap these around before muscle memory messes me up. But this should be good. So the thought behind it is that I can kind of trigger his setup into making my negotiator go first. And the way you can do that is by first putting debuffs on Ahsoka here. And now Ahsoka is gonna say, that's a pretty fast Anakin actually. Ahsoka is gonna, normally seen, cleanse those, which puts foresight and then makes my TFP counter. But in this case his Anakin was way faster, which is pretty strange for this setup. So just go for him instead. Now she cleanses. Now I can trigger her, and then I go first. But normally seen a couple things in that order should have been different. Ahsoka didn't go down though, that's not great. And now, even though I can do this AoE, it's not gonna get anyone down. Okay, call in blow. The unending loyalty bug here is preventing me from getting through all the way. And I think Ahsoka is stealthed, right? Yep. So both Anakin and Ahsoka will move. Which is kind of making me consider bringing in the Y-Wing instead. So I think I'll do that. Get retribution on most of the ships. Okay, for whatever reason I just hadn't triggered Anakin yet, I guess. No plow, please. There we go. Of course. This is not looking good. It's going very different from what I'm used to seeing here. Alright, this comes in nicely. Now hopefully this is gonna put Anakin rather low. Not quite there. Ooh. That's painful. That is very painful. So what was set up as something that was gonna make me go ahead is actually completely destroying my fleet. This is gonna not look good in a second here. So I'll call in Ahsoka here, dispel this Y-Wing and then kill Anakin. Just to make the cleanup easier because I'm gonna need one. I think, unless I can somehow save my Anakin. But I think their bombing run is about to come in a second and that will end it. So actually considering to use the AoE here just for more damage. I think I will. 2 ships dazed, but I should still be able to pick the Y-Wing off. Let's pick blow off as well. Close. Okay, they go for reinforcement, but I'm pretty sure they could have... Let's see, let's do that. Pretty sure they could have bombed me out there. So let's see if I can still turn this around. Probably not, but these counters are gonna help though. Except the crit immunity is a bit annoying there. I'll kill off any ship I can really. But I could have maybe switched that around so that I'd get the most out of this attack. That's fine though. Very little damage on 5s there. Yeah, bombing run's gonna kill Anakin, so how do I get the most out of this? It's gonna be my ugliest negotiator mirror ever, I think. But actually I can still win this. I should hurry up a bit though. Under a minute left here. Of course. Yeah, no, I'm gonna time out here, I think. Just need a good special from Ahsoka. Doesn't get much closer than that, does it? Well, 50 banners. That was atrocious. I'm gonna take another look at that. Kinda wonder why the Anakin ended up going first. Though I guess did my basic drop Ahsoka under max health? Because that would be the reason. But I don't think that should be possible at Relic 5. Does she have all 5 dot mods? No? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to revisit that one, but I think that's what happened. And her then barely not going down, that was the real problem. Now, let's see, what do we want to do? I think just put this on TFP. Also mostly because I can get close to killing him, which is quite nice. A beautiful stun. Another beautiful stun. Let's pass a turn over to my silencer before. Although this guy's taunting, there's not too much value for me. Just wait a bit before I start getting dazed. Which just happened. So now I can't pass any turns. I can pass some to the other guy, but it's not gonna do too much for me. I think I'll do it though. Just to try to drop some of his protection. Let's bring in not Xanadu Blood, because their guy is foresighted. So let's do Houndstooth. Make sure that I'm safe for a bit so that I can get rid of those dazes. Would have liked to pick off Sith Bomber sooner. Now it's gonna make things a bit of a pain. Again, just basic. I can do this, nice. Cleanse that. Aim for a kill here on the Sith Bomber. They're still hunted, but there's some foresight, so I'd rather just call a basic. Maybe get a stun in on this guy, but actually rather on that one. Nope. Well, all things considered, it's still a fine battle. Let's pass this and try and get a kill here. So typically I think it's better to pick off some other ships before TFP. In the event that you fuel too much turn meter to the capital ship, at least they don't have that many ships to attack with and they can't turn the fight around, so to say. Okay, let's do this. Whereas if you immediately try to go for him, he gets a bunch of dodges in. It can actually work against you pretty painfully. It's not going to be great banners, but I'll still take it. Not that I have any choice in the matter, but 21-17, not the greatest score. But if he wants to beat me and he has to do both of these fleets, he has to essentially get... Let's quickly do the math here. So if he still wants to beat me, he has to get like 75 banners per fleet battle, so that's not possible. Thanks for an interesting match to this guy. He definitely made me think a bit, even though I have a Galactic Legend advantage, and definitely had a painful round there with the fleets. In the finals, I think the two other guys that continued both have just 2 Galactic Legends. The one person with 3 didn't make it. One other person, so that's gonna be unusual, but that'll also definitely mean that they've probably, either of them has fought that guy, or maybe my current opponent did. Wouldn't surprise me because he put up a good fight. So thanks Wisman for a fun round, and see you all soon for the finals.